Um, yeah, I'm the founder of ProGen Bénin. Um, as I mentioned, it's Prochaine Génération. So the next generation. It's all about the next generation. And before I maybe tell you what we do, I will tell you the story behind Prochaine Bénin, like how I came to that idea. And whenever I'm to talk about that, I talk about myself. So as in Benin, we know I'm of a polygamous family. So my father has many wives, and I'm the only one child from my dad and my mom, just the only one. And they separated. I was one when they separated, just because my mom is from the center, like she's Nago, Chabe, and my dad is Mahi, not to say Fon. And those two ethnic groups don't match.
Seriously.
So from my mother's side, they didn't want to hear about it at all. And they did all they could do to separate them. But I was already there. So I went with my mom to her community and I wasn't welcome. They kind of, I mean, the thing was as if they forgot my name, my first name, and they called me by my ethnic group, like La Petite Fond, La Fond, Omoy Fond in Chabe. So that was how they were calling me. And that wasn't really doing me good. I wasn't feeling accepted, loved, welcomed there because they were always like remembering me of where I came from and kind of the story behind somehow. And that's pushed me to learn their local languages. I was like, maybe speaking their language would make it better. And that was one of the situations that um, helped, I would say, bring out of me my ability to learn language. So I learn fast. Whenever I want to learn any language, 3 months and I will start speaking. And I currently speak about 9 languages. Yeah. So, so from there, that did not really solve my problem, and I had to go back to my dad. And now I started going through, how do I say, kind of bad, treatments from coming from my stepmother. And from the age of 12, I had to take small jobs to take care of myself. I wanted to become a lawyer, so there was no way for me to quit school. So I was taking those small jobs to be able to eat, buy shoes and whatever I needed and continue my education. My dad was paying my school fees at that time. So I did that until, yeah, I met, I would say, a he for she. I call them a he for she's, those men who stand for girls' education. So I met a he for she, an American. I was already at the university. And yeah, I'm the only one up to now in my family to, to have completed, I would say, graduate education. And that person was the one who helped me, who supported, I would say, my education from there until I was done. And I got my master's in law, so I could just run into a law kind of firm and do whatever, become maybe a magistrat, avocat, or UCA, something like that. But I was like, wait a minute, I'm sure there are so many girls like me, brilliant, smart, with dreams, but just because there's no one to help them, and more importantly, there's no one to tell them that they could do it or they can do it. They will quit, get married, and that's all. And that's how I started ProGen Benin. The idea was just to meet girls, in difficult situations and just kind of motivate them, share my story with them and encourage them, maybe share some ideas of what they could do to survive and continue, their studies. But then I was kind of facing a situation, and the situation is that people around me were not believing in me, not believing because I'm not rich. So how
would you help someone if you yourself were still struggling? So people were not really with me. And that kind of was making me doubt myself and my, abilities until I came across that yearly program and came back from the program Boosted in 2017, registered ProGen Bénin, and we started.